number 1 of this Terran versus Protoss. To the top left-hand side, our red Terran player from Team Revolution, it's Optimus. And to the bottom right, our blue Protoss is Jieshi. I don't know. Can we request songs as Harstem? No, man. I'm afraid I'm gonna get banned like all the other Twitch streamers, you know? I'm afraid all the other Twitch streamers are gonna ban me. They're gonna team up and be like, how come this guy didn't get banned, you know? Feels bad, man. Pretty sure I should have been banned, but I'm just not important enough. Feels bad. You can request a song, Harstem. Go on. I'll give you one song request. Go for it. Go on then. Getting set up here in game number 1, of course. Early game PvT should be expansion focused. As you do see, our Protoss player is sending his first probe across the map. I mean, obviously we saw Sion being a little bit aggressive earlier on today, and he was using that proxied second gateway. Picked up a quick win against Optimus. The other game was actually a bit of a weird one, because it felt like Sion was in some trouble, but then held on quite well while doing some damage with the Oracle. That works out in the end there, as we are going to be seeing this probe arriving for the scout, and the Nexus coming down at home. SCV will be getting ready to expand as well momentarily, and that probe is going to try and be annoying, as Optimus will pull an SCV down to the low ground to help fight against it. Get out of here, Mr. Probe, as you see the command center coming up on the main base, on the natural, sorry. Reaper on the way out here from Optimus as well. So getting that going in the next few moments, as we do see this probe going to be moving on over to the right-hand side. Sabrina Hands in the chat with the 19-month resub. Thank you so much for the 19 months. How are you doing? Feels like I haven't spoken to you in a while. Thank you so much for the 19 months. Get some love in the chat for Printer Hands, and a big resub coming on through here today. I love Terran, says Raw in the chat. Okay, cool. I love Terran too. I love this Terran, Optimus. He's a good meme sometimes. Tornadoes down, and we are going to be seeing that first probe just being chased away. We'll pick up the kill right there. So probe going down, and we see the Adept currently giving chase to the Reaper, as we are going to be seeing the Reaper on out of the main. Hoping we get to see a third game. We haven't seen a third game all evening long yet. It's been, it really has. I mean, we've just seen, not even just the fact we haven't seen third games, we've just been seeing quick games. I mean, again, 1.5 hours in, and we're in game 1 of our fifth series. It's absolutely crazy how many matches it's been. It's absolutely insane. Reaper off to the right-hand side, and we are going to be seeing the starport. It's just over halfway done. A couple more Hellions on the way out here. Marine popping out shortly too. And the starport getting ready to lift up and move to the side. Vote ban Harstem. Okay. Yeah, we can vote ban Harstem. You know, this guy does nothing other than come in and be mean to me every single time I cast. And yet my mods never ban him or time him out or anything. It's insane. Dude gets away with way too much. Oh shit, the vote ban Harstem's on 2 out of 5. Meanwhile, the Hellions are actually poking in towards the mineral line here, and they are going to get a little bit of damage done. 3 workers killed so far, finds 4. Actually gets out of here, maybe alive with 1 Hellion. Nah, it's not going to happen, but he gets 6 workers. So at the end, it's not so bad of a start from Optimus, who has a Cyclone behind this, a few Marines. Gets the Viking up to help deflect the Oracle as well. This is a good start as 2 more barracks come on down here, and again, deflecting the, keeping the first Oracle at home. Now 2 Oracles come across, but you'll have the Viking to help push it back, the Cyclone, the Marines. Generally, this is looking pretty great at the moment, as that Oracle comes in towards the main base. But, there you go. Viking pushes the Oracle away. Cyclone locks on too, so it gets a bit more damage, but it won't be anything too significant, and Optimus knows it, doesn't try to chase, just gets back towards his natural with that Cyclone. Meanwhile, we do see Jieshi is expanding in towards the third base, so getting that set up already. As we do have these couple Oracles also just currently coming on through. They're heading up towards the other side of the map, and at the same time just going to be having this Raven from Optimus on the way out here. Just going to be interested to see the Raven, I guess. Intrigued to see how it gets used. Maybe just mostly anti-armor missiles, I think, here. There's probably the main use of it against Protoss. Interference mix could be cool in a couple of scenarios. I think it has to be about those anti-armor missiles to help out. Plus, generally with the Raven, you're going to be able to pick away at a couple of observers throughout the game. If they kind of fly into your army, you know, you're never going to have an observer over your army, right? So that's always a big benefit as well. As Starport makes way for the barracks on the tech lab, combat shields will come up off that very shortly. I'm pretty sure the Starport's meant to be building a reactor, and there it is, going to get forced back to throw down the reactor in the main. Forge will finish up in a moment or two. The Twilight Council finishes up as well. And that's going to be some upgrades from Jieshi. You can get this going in the near future. Combat Shield starts up too as the Widow Mine's on the way out. So a couple of Widow Mines coming up at the moment. We're going to be seeing the +1 attack, the blink play, and again, very standard stuff from the Protoss so far. The third Oracle was obviously a little bit interesting, especially because he hasn't really been able to find much damage with it. It's not really been an amazing situation for the Protoss player having this third Oracle added in, because, you know, it's quite a commitment to then, again, not do too much. He might go for the Stim Snipe, but there's enough units nearby to realistically stop that, I think, and I think that if there was anything he was going to do, that would be probably the best thing you could hope for. And as we will see, Oracle's pushed away once again. Extra gateways coming down, and as these extra gates come on up, we see Combat Shield, Stim, +1 attack, all of this coming on through at the moment. Got more Medivacs on the way here. And we'll see a Stasis Ward in the center of the map as well. Again, that's set up nice and quickly in the middle. As you see, a couple of assimilators going to be thrown down on the third base. Optimus has got his own third CC coming through. He'll look for the 4th and 5th racks behind this, though he will still apply a little bit of pressure right now. Finds that Stasis Ward, another great reason to have a Raven. Army supply is pretty crazy right now. I mean, it's a strong army from Optimus. Medevac's about to be supporting it. And you know, it's just really Blink Stalkers here from our Protoss player, who has the triple Oracle, which doesn't add much in a fight either. Maybe Optimus is able to get something done as he comes down to the south side of the map. Going down to the south, and we are going to be seeing some Widow Mines burrowing together. Siege tank will set up as well, as we are going to be seeing the pylon taking some damage, and first pylon going down here. Actually, almost supply blocks the Protoss player here. Anti-armor missiles very good, and that's going to make this trade even better than it should be, perhaps, for the Terran. Everything is painted orange right now for the Protoss player. These units are going to do so much damage as Optimus isn't going to go too far forwards, though. Just going to sit here, denies the assimilator, just going to try and deny this Nexus. If he can take this down, of course, then this is obviously already really good for him, because he has his own command center ready to go. Jieshi is not going to commit in for that long, though. Widow Mines will go off massively into the center of these Stalkers, though. I mean, the anti-armor missile fades away. The Stalker's going to be pushed away right now, though, and that Nexus is going to fall. And Jieshi is in some trouble right here, as you're going to be seen turning around to fight again. Optimus will grab game number 1. We're still yet to see Acid Plant, as we see SCVs are starting to pull across the map, and Optimus, he wants to keep this moving along nice and quickly. To the top left-hand side, our red Terran player from Team Revolution is Optimus. And to the bottom right-hand side, our blue Protoss player is Jieshi. We're getting there. SCV is coming down to the south, and these proxy barracks will start up here very, very shortly. And if Jieshi can hold on to this, taking this map alone could secure him. He's advancing into the semi-fire, into the round of 6 actually. Because of course, even if he loses the series, well, it depends a little bit, but Awesome's looking pretty good to take first place in this group at the moment. The racks on the way up right now, as you do see this probe from Jieshi is going towards the upper left-hand side. Gateway, about to finish up right here in the main. Nexus will get thrown down as well in the natural. And the first Marine starting up. I mean, right now, our Protoss player is about to realize what's going on. Comes into the main and he's like, oh, you don't have anything. You have a gas? The gas is kind of interesting. I guess a proxied factory at some point. Or a factory at home, I guess, maybe. Anyways, first Marine SCV comes up this ramp, and so far no cancel on this Nexus. It's a brave maneuver. Cybercore coming down. Not even a Zealot being built just yet. He tries the pile on the low ground. I mean, he sees the Marine, and I think I think he reckons this is a proxied Reaper, and that's why Optimus takes the gas. I don't even know if Optimus really has immediate intentions of using the gas, but I think Jieshi is definitely in a bit of confusion as to what this is. Will he cancel this Nexus? Shield battery or two on the high ground could be enough just to kind of help him out for long enough here. He's going to need a new pylon. He already has it started, actually. Couple of bunkers on the low ground. I mean, that Nexus is almost definitely going to fall. Zell just going to hold the high ground. There's the cancel. Gives Jieshi some minerals to work with here in the main base. What does he go for? Another pylon. Still has minerals. Gateway, Stargate, Twilight. Lots of options. We do see the factory coming in at home from Optimus. Already lifting up one of the racks. In fact, both of them. So it's just these 5 Marines that are going to go into the bunkers. And it is a Stargate to try and get some damage done here across the map, perhaps. Stalker going to try and fight against the couple of bunkers coming up in the natural. And we are going to be seeing the Zealot is able to actually help out getting a couple of kills. There's only 2 Marines left over, and that first bunker wasn't actually quite ready. With only 2 Marines, this isn't actually too scary. I mean, 2 Marines, you can break through that quite quickly, honestly. And we're going to see another couple of gates. I wonder if we just see kind of gateways into a Void Ray and just go into like a very aggressive follow-up attack across the map. We're going to be having this probe right now. Probably going to be thinking about if he wants to build a proxied pylon. Going to go up this ramp to scout. We'll see the factory. Stargate finishes. It's just an Oracle for now. Maybe, I guess you can still kind of free-gate Oracle right across the map. Another bunker is going to be salvaged right here. And if the Stalker's warping in off these gates, he should be able to break through that bunker on the low ground. Barracks still on the way home. Starport on its way up. About to finish up. And we'll see this probe going to hide away behind the what would be the eventual third base of Optimus if we ever get that far along in the game. I'm still feeling as though there's some sort of a potential for an aggressive follow-up here from Jieshi, like, going in towards something like a follow-up attack. And I think he has to look for something at least, right? Command Center from Optimus will build in the main. Viking on the way. A tech lab on the factory. As we see those Stalkers. They come down here. They kill off the SCV, or the first SCV. Probably on the way still, and we're going to be seeing extra Stalkers warping in any second now. As our Protoss player. It's actually Zealots. Okay. And Zealots get the job done as well. They're going to be able to come down here. And we are going to be seeing the Zealots just going to start working their way against this. Whoops, Stalkers need to come in here as well, though. He's currently busy microing the Oracle. Let's lose maybe one more Zealot than he needed to. Maybe didn't need to lose any Zealots there, but he does lose one. Nexus will come down, and we get going. Again, I think the reason he doesn't cancel the Nexus is because when he sees no barracks, he probably just assumes it's that proxied Reaper play, which is so often done here. But, yeah, I think he probably just didn't quite completely realize what was going on. I mean, he cancelled it in the end, but maybe he just wanted to cancel it in the end so that Optimus didn't go straight up into the main before he had units to deal with it. Also, a pretty decent possibility, in fairness. Oracle across the map. Got a couple of SCV kills there. But that's about it. Optimus, 25 to 28 workers. His command center ready to move into an orbital, move to the low ground. Meanwhile, the Cyclone production is continuing as well, actually. And Stimpack will now get started as well. Yeshi's army looking pretty good. He's got a few sentries here, a few Stalkers. Robo facility on the way up to start securing him a real kind of, a little bit of a better fighting force right now. A Cyclone or two coming up or so. Extra barracks dropping into the main base. Optimus is going to be on the triple racks here very shortly. His army's really good to start stacking up into something quite powerful. I mean, we're talking about a siege tank already, 2 Cyclones, Marine numbers increasing. Very soon there's going to be Medivacs to support this, Stim to support this. I think that's where the Immortals is going to become very important. He will get an Observer out to begin with, but I think Immortals are going to be so huge in being able to shut down the Cyclones and the siege tank. Let's see, there's not going to be any Twilight Cancel here just yet. When there is, we're probably going to bypass Blink and go straight in towards the Zealots this time around. The charge lots, that is. The charge upgrade. Twilight Cancel and a Forge currently on the way up, and we are going to be seeing just this Observer here of Jieshi just moving around back up towards the upper left-hand side. Forge coming down, Twilight Cancel coming down. And we are going to be seeing 39 probes to 32 SCVs set up at the moment. Third Nexus will drop down, and Jieshi is back on track with where he wants to be going in this game. At least for the moment. Still going to be difficult, I think, to hold off the Terran army. You have a couple of tanks involved, the Stim, the Combat Shields, the Medivacs. It's not an easy army to hold off at all. It's a weird game. There's observers gathering together at the front. Jieshi wants to probably do something a little bit more useful with those. Two Cyclones just going to be coming across the map as well. Stimpack still on the way and about to finish now. Finally from Optimus does give him that potential to really push across for some damage here. Gateway count, what's the gateway count at? Just the 3 from before. Chrono Boost and Blink +1 on the way. I mean, if Optimus pushes now, there's no way Blink's going to be ready in time, right? He's still warping the Stalkers. I guess Stalkers might be the better option than Zealots to try and deal with this army right now. I just don't think you can get enough Zealots up for it to really be meaningful, so maybe the Blink does make sense rather than the charge. I guess he got the Twilight a bit faster than I thought he would. He's getting a Warp Prism as well right here. Again, I mean, none of these are things which are actually going to help him survive this attack, though, and that's what I'm so concerned about. 57 to 37 army supply, and that's still grown here from Optimus. This is going to get a little bit scary as he starts to push down to the bottom left-hand side of the map. Observable setup. We'll see this army coming across. Blink is halfway done, 50 seconds to completion. With Chrono Boost, obviously, that's a little bit faster, and he has had Chrono Boost on it pretty much consistently, and it's going to be there again this time around. Warp isn't taking some hits right now. He's going to go down pretty quick. Not really much to be added on there. Sentry on the top side of this is fighting against the Siege Tank. That goes down pretty quick as well. And that wasn't a good first fight at all for our Protoss here as Optimus stims on in. He's going to be working his way through this. Nexus Tank's going to fire, and Jieshi is just so convinced he needs to save himself against this. We'll get the Siege Tank here. Still no Blink on the Stalkers, though. And that means he is in some real trouble. As the Stalkers go down, Jieshi is going to be taking an 0-2 here as Optimus bounces back from his 0-2 earlier today against Cyan. And now if Optimus gets 0-2'd by Harston,